What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Sports here. I'm back with another video. This is the Montreal Canadiens edition of the NHL expansion draft previews that I've been doing. If you want to check out all of the other ones, obviously you can start at Anaheim or just check for your favorite teams. But I'm at like the midway point basically. If you want to learn more about what I'm doing here, go to the Anaheim video just because I give a brief update of what I'm trying to do here. But I also give a really quick one here. I've got my laptop, so if you look over here, if you see me looking over here, it's because I've got Cap Friendly open, and that's what I've been doing in every single video. I use Cap Friendly's protection, like the quick protect tool. Then I click the box that says enforce all the rules, and we go through and I talk about the team, and I look at if I agree with who they're going to protect or who they think they're going to protect, and or I disagree with it, whatever. And yeah, we just talk about it. And the reason I use this way of doing it is because if I miss something, or if I miss a prospect, or maybe I undervalue something that a Montreal Canadiens fan or any team thinks should be protected or not protected, then at least I've got this to kind of go off of. And I wish I could watch every single hockey game, and I say it in every video, but I can't. It's impossible. Too much to do. Cap Friendly thinks that Montreal is going to use the 7-forward 3D and 1 goaltender option, which most teams have been. So let's look at who they think they're going to protect. Max Pacioretty, Andrew Shaw, Brendan Gallagher, Paul Byron, Philip Deneau, Alexander Radulov, and Alex Galchenyuk. On defense, Shea Weber, of course. The no movement clause on Jeff Petry's contract makes them, obviously they're going to protect him, and Nathan Beaulieu. And then the goaltenders, obviously Carey Price is going to be protected, no surprise there. Their exempt list, they've got some good players there obviously too, but they're exempt so they can't be picked. If I miss one, I always read off a couple. Michael McCarron, Andreas Martinson, Mikhail Sergachev. Who else do they have on here? Zach Vicali, Charlie Lindgren. Just to name a few there. I can't go through every single one of them, but the first thing I notice is their highest cap hit is Thomas Plekanec, and he's being left exposed. Now, Montreal fans, I want to know what you guys think about leaving him exposed, but I also realized that they do have a lot of household name players, I guess, in the NHL. For people who watch a lot of hockey, like Torrey Mitchell's exposed. He's not like, these are not great players, but just people that people know of. Jacob De La Rose I feel like he's been pretty popular in Montreal. Dwight King was a late season pickup. Brian Flynn, Bobby Farnham. There, I believe he's a UFA. Jacob De La Rose is an RFA, I believe. Daniel Carr's an RFA. They've got a lot of RFAs, but they've got a lot of their core locked up, which is really good. And on defense, Alexei Emelin, he's got a pretty big contract. I'm not sure if they're really trying to get rid of him, but he's being left exposed. Brandon Davidson, he's on a pretty team-friendly deal. He's available. He could be a guy that gets taken. Jordy Ben's also available. He's a guy that I could see getting taken, but Andrei Markov also, he's a UFA. That's a lot of money. I don't think that they're going to be bringing him back. Obviously, Montreal is in a year where they need to get better, and it's hard to think that they can get a lot better, but they really can. There's been a lot of talks about them being interested in obviously bringing back Radulov, which should be one of their top priorities. Obviously, soon they're going to have to extend Carey Price. That's coming up in the next couple of years. And Shea Weber's there, so he's obviously been really good. Pacioretty gets you 30 goals. But Galchenyuk's been a guy that's been in trade rumors. Montreal is putting him on the wing. They don't want him to be a centerman. And people have been saying he could be a guy who gets traded, but they want to bring in a number one centerman. We've heard Duchesne, we've heard Tavares. They need to do something, and I think that they're prepared to do it. They can deal picks, they can deal prospects, because they have a number one goalie, a number one defenseman, and a really good number one player in Pacioretty. And Radulov was good, and they've got a really good supporting cast. And Andrew Shaw actually wasn't very bad either for them. Brendan Gallagher's always been really good. And just looking at this list, like, they're not in a ton of trouble with losing anybody. They might lose a defenseman, in my opinion. Davidson and Ben are really cheap options on D. But Nesterov also, he's available. He's an RFA. But I don't know. Is there anybody that I've maybe undervalued on here? But Montreal fans know it's time. They got to do something big, and I want to see them do something big. I mean, the Montreal Canadiens, they're a Canadian team. Of course, they got the flag up there. I'm a Leaf fan, but seeing Canadian teams do good is great. And hopefully the Montreal Canadiens will do something this offseason and pick up some good players, because they already have an amazing team. They already have a number one in goal and on defense, but they need to make that move. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Go support other YouTubers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.